Welcome, I'm Adina Wancha and I guide high-achieving men and women create extraordinary lives and loving ecstatic relationships. The intention of this podcast is to empower both men and women when it comes to life, dating, relationships, and intimacy. I believe that by both men and women being healthy, powerful, and loving, we can be in thriving romantic partnerships and create a better world together. If this is something you resonate with, then please keep listening. If you are a high-achieving woman, meaning you are driven, you have a good career, you are financially stable, you are very independent, and you like leading and being in control, dating will be challenging for you if you date using your masculine energy. As a woman who goes after what she wants, if you use the same energy with men, you'll get into trouble and you will attract predatory or weak men and you will repel healthy masculine men. Why? Because a heterosexual masculine man is not attracted to another man. And when you are in your masculine energy when dating, that is how masculine men perceive you, as another man. You can use your masculine energy in your career, but you cannot use your masculine energy when dating if you want to be with a man who will commit to you, who will adore and spoil you. So if you're a high-achieving woman, keep listening if you want to discover the 8 biggest mistakes that repel great men and how to behave if you want to attract amazing men. Mistake number 1. You are the one who initiates contact, asks him out, and plans the dates. It is a man's job to initiate. As a woman, your job is to respond. If a man likes you, he will invite you to go out. He will ask you what you would like to do on the first date. And if he wants to see you again, he will ask you out again and he will plan the following dates. You do not need to do any of these things. And if you are doing them right now, stop it. Why would you want to be the one who takes care of everything? Be in your feminine energy and allow the man to initiate and lead. This doesn't mean that if the man would like to take you out to a restaurant that you do not like, you have to do that. Tell him what you would like in a respectful and sweet manner, and he will be happy to take you where you would prefer. You can say something like, "Thank you for proposing X restaurant. What I would like better is Y restaurant because it's peaceful and not that far away from me. Could we go there instead, please?" A good man will want to make you happy, so he will want to take you where you would prefer. Men love it when we tell them what we want in a respectful and sweet manner. So communicate what you would like and let him plan the date. Also, if you are in the habit of always being the one who writes to him, stop it. Texting when dating should mostly be initiated by the man and mostly for setting up the dates. Don't use texting to tell your life story. It's always better to meet someone in person to discuss the more important matters. Again, let the man ask you out, plan the dates, text you. And if you get anxious when he doesn't do these things, just focus on taking better care of yourself and making your life more amazing than it is, instead of thinking about him. Giving a man too much of your mental and emotional energy pushes him away too. And even though he doesn't know consciously that you are thinking about him, energetically he can feel it. Men are very intuitive and they can feel a woman's energy. When you pursue him energetically, he will be repelled because as a masculine man, he needs to be the one who pursues. So how can you attract him energetically? Focus on yourself, on your well-being, and on your happiness. If he is truly interested in you, he will pursue you. And if he is not, then he will go away, which is a good thing because you won't be wasting your time with him. Mistake number 2. You are the one pursuing him and you insist on him committing to you. When you are the one always contacting him, always asking him out, always planning the dates, stalking him on social media, texting and calling him every day, you are the one who wants to spend more time together. You think about him very often, and you even initiate physical intimacy with him. You get into the energy of pursuit. Basically, you are the man in the interaction now. And when you behave like a man, you will repel heterosexual masculine men and you will attract heterosexual feminine men. Also, when you start having conversations like, are we in a relationship now? Where is this going? You are the one asking him to commit. And ladies, you cannot make a man commit. He either wants to do it or not. He either chooses you or not. He either wants to be with you or not. The best strategy is to let him initiate and ask for your commitment. When a man truly wants a woman and if he's ready for a committed relationship, he will ask you to become exclusive or to marry him. You do not need to ask him. And I speak from experience as I am also dating for marriage, and there have been some good men who wanted to take me off the market fast. And of course, that just because a man wants to commit to you fast, it doesn't mean that he would be a good partner or a good partner for you. But what I want to convey is that when a man is ready for a committed relationship, and if he likes you, then he will be the one proposing commitment to you. You do not need to ask him to commit. So please stop bugging a man about commitment. Be clear with him from the start that you are only interested in a committed relationship. However, while you are dating him, behave as a queen, meaning have high standards. Do not accept disrespect or low value behaviors. Ask him hard questions that will make him reveal his true self. Show your intelligence and wisdom through deep conversations. Be respectful, be fun, be flirty, and let him come to you. As a woman, your job is to respond, not to initiate. This doesn't mean that you can never initiate, but you need to do it in a feminine way, using your feminine energy, not your masculine energy. And this is one of the things I guide women with in my one-to-one coaching program, The Queen. If you resonate with me and if you are ready to create the relationship of your dreams, you can find the link for the program in the description box. Let's continue. The third biggest mistake is paying on dates and even financially supporting a man. Please don't pay on dates or go 50-50. Please don't do it. Yes, the man knows that you have money and that you can pay. But for a masculine man, it is his pleasure to treat you. Don't take it away from him. And no, you don't need to offer to pay. A high quality man knows that when he asks a woman out, and if he is interested in her romantically, he needs to be the one who pays, and he's happy to pay when you are in your feminine energy on dates and he enjoys spending time with you. Smile and thank him for treating you and tell him that you appreciate him taking care of you. Also, please do not lend money to a man or pay his bills. This only attracts predators who will take advantage of you. A masculine man will never ask you for money when he's dating you. I am going to say this again. A high quality man will never ask you for money when he's dating you or he's in a relationship with you. A masculine man will always want to be financially stable and not depend financially on a woman. Only a predator or a weak man will ask you for money. And if this happens, please don't give him your money. He is an adult. He should work and make his own money. Actually, just the other day, I read the post of a woman who had lended a man she was dating a pretty big amount of money and he just ghosted her. She didn't see a dime back. She got scammed. There are men out there who only want to take from you time, energy, sex, money, and who will not give anything back. That is why you need to have higher standards when it comes to the men you are dating, and you need to work on increasing your self-worth. No woman with a high level of self-worth would financially provide for a man when dating or in a relationship. Of course, this doesn't mean that once you are married and something catastrophically happens and the man cannot make money for a period, you shouldn't be supportive. However, if you're not married to this man and if he hasn't proven to you for years that he's good with money, that he loves you, and that he takes good care of you, do not give him money. There is a big difference between a man who is generally good with money, who has committed to you, who cares for you in many ways, and he's just going through a rough time, and a man who is not good with money, hasn't committed to you, hasn't done much to prove his love and care for you. Please stop giving your money to predators. The fourth biggest mistake is overgiving. The masculine gives, the feminine receives. The mistake many women make is that when they like a man, they want to show him how good of a partner they would be. So they start giving him more than he gives to them. When you give more of your time, energy, attention, mental energy, compliments, money than he gives to you, you are basically putting his needs and desires above your own, and this is a recipe for disaster. A masculine man will think there is something wrong with you when you go above and beyond to please him, because it is his job to impress you, not the other way around. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't be impressing a man, because you should, but impress him with your feminine qualities and your level of self-worth and self-respect. Stop going overboard and doing so much for him. He hasn't earned you, and even when you will be in a committed relationship, you shouldn't be the one who is taking more care of him than he is taking care of you. Why? Because men are naturally givers. They need to give. They need to provide. They need to pursue. They need to earn you. Otherwise, they won't feel like a man and they won't feel that you're truly worth it. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be caring, especially caring for a man whom you are committed to. Of course, that you should be taking care of him too. However, don't take care of him more than he does of you, because this puts you in your masculine energy and puts him in his feminine energy. And when you mess up the polarity, he will become more distant and he will lose his attraction for you. So if you're currently dating a man and you find yourself being more interested in him than he is in you, doing more things for him than he does for you, taking care of his needs more than he takes care of your needs, please stop it. It is his job to give to you and take care of you. You can take care of him in a feminine way by listening to him, encouraging him, being respectful, admiring him, cheerleading for what he's working on, feeling happy when you are around him. The fifth biggest mistake is mothering him. A high quality man is looking for a partner, a lover, a wife, not a mother. And if a man is looking for a mother, then you should stay away from him, as he is too immature to be in a relationship. Mothering a man is a destructive habit, because treating a man like a child, assuming that a man cannot take care of himself, and acting as if the man is incompetent and that he needs a woman to run his life, pushes quality men away and only attracts immature men. So if you find yourself in the habit of always taking care of his needs, doing things for him that he can perfectly do for himself, telling him what to do, telling him what he did wrong and what he should do next time, correcting and directing him, scolding him as if he were a child, you are mothering him and he will lose attraction for you. Why do women behave like this? Women mother men in order to become indispensable to them. Because as you work hard to fulfill all of his needs, he will likely become more and more dependent on you. And you assume that the more dependent and indispensable you are to him, the less likely it is that he will ever leave you. Although that seems right, mothering a man can destroy your relationship, make the man feel incompetent in your presence, and it is likely to kill the passion between the two of you. No mature man wants to feel like a child. I'm going to say this again. No healthy, mature, masculine man wants to feel like a child around the woman he wants to sleep with. So when you mother a man, what it is very likely to happen is that he will end up resenting you and rebelling against you, just as every child has to assert himself by breaking away from his parents and becoming his own person. Further, as the man ends up feeling incompetent in your presence, the weaker he feels, the lower his self-esteem will go, and because he no longer feels good about himself around you, he will also stop being lovingly with you. And a man needs to feel competent, strong, powerful, and generally good about himself around you in order to pursue you, commit to you, and keep desiring you. So if you find yourself doing things for him that he's more than capable to do for himself, or always giving him advice or criticizing him, please stop. Instead, start treating him like a competent and reliable adult who is perfectly capable of taking care of himself and leading his own life. An adult man is perfectly capable of taking care of himself, and when he makes mistakes, he will learn from the consequences. You do not need to tell him what to do better. The mother archetype is deeply ingrained in us women. And even I, who I'm not very maternal, have to be careful not to mother a man. So if you find yourself mothering the man you are dating or the man you are in a relationship with, do not beat yourself up for it. Just become aware of your tendencies and refrain yourself from doing so many things for him, and learn to keep your mouth shut when you want to give him advice, criticize, or scold him. I know it's challenging, but if you want a man to grow in love with you and feel attracted to you, you need to stop behaving like his mother. Mistake number 6. Being sexual with him without him respecting you and investing in you. If a man doesn't respect you and if he's not investing his time, energy, attention, and money in you, he doesn't truly want you. And you sleeping with him won't make him want you more. Actually, you sleeping with a man who hasn't proven himself to you and who is not investing in you will make him ghost you and reject a relationship with you. Men are warriors and hunters. They need to hunt a woman, so to speak. Think of how a man who goes hunting behaves. He spends hours and even days tracking the prey. He's very focused on it. He uses his skills and strength to catch it. He puts a lot of effort and time in tracking and catching the animal, and he needs to be the best version of himself to catch it. Otherwise, he might be the one becoming the prey. After he puts all that time, effort, and energy in catching the prey, he feels very proud of himself for doing that. And although you are not an animal, if you do not awaken his warrior and hunter instincts, he won't pursue you and let alone commit to you. Being physically intimate with a man without him earning that intimacy will make him see you as low value and not wife material. All high quality men subconsciously want a woman who is harder to get and who is also playful, fun, delicious, and juicy and intimacy. That is why in my one-to-one coaching program, The Queen, we work on you increasing your self-respect and self-worth so you become harder to get, and also on you becoming the most playful and orgasmic version of yourself. So once he gets you, he won't be able to get enough of you. If you want an amazing man by your side, you need to become an amazing woman. Start investing more in yourself and only be intimate with the man who proves that he has a good character, that he respects and cares for you, who invests his time, energy, and money in you and commits to you. The 7th biggest mistake is trying to prove yourself to him. If you find yourself going head over heels for him to see how amazing you are by taking more care of him than he does of you, by compromising your values and needs for him, by showcasing your achievements and wealth, by doing things for him to see how smart and amazing you are, by lowering your standards for him, then you will attract men who will neglect or abuse you, and you will push away the good men. While I believe that both men and women need to prove themselves to the other person, we do not need to abandon ourselves and dedicate our life to the other person. A high quality man is looking for a queen consciousness woman, not for a slave. So do not behave as a slave. Being in your queen consciousness means being the best version of yourself, feeling worthy and deserving of an amazing man in life, having high standards for yourself first and then for the people you allow in your life, having a high level of self-worth and self-respect, appreciating yourself not mostly through the way you look or your beauty, your achievements, how much money you make, your job, your status, or the people you know, but appreciating yourself mostly through your high values, morals, and standards, through the way you live your life in integrity, through the way you take care of yourself and other people, and through how you make this world a better place. And yes, a king consciousness man knows that he needs to prove himself to you. But this is not coming from a place of low self-worth, but because he knows that a queen consciousness woman has high standards and requirements. And the only way he is going to be in her life is by being able to rise to her standards and fulfill her requirements. And he also has standards and requirements for the woman he will invite in his life and commit to. So instead behaving like a slave, start working more on becoming a queen consciousness woman. This way, he won't be able to resist you because you'll be exactly what he's looking for. And last but not least, mistake number 8, being too cold and dismissive with men. While most women tend to be too hot too fast with men, others tend to be too cold and behave in a way that make men feel that they have no chance no matter how much they try. No high quality man wants a cold brick around him. So if you have the habit of being too tough with men, having too high expectations, never smiling and laughing when you are with a man, never being happy with the things he gives or does for you, it will be very hard for a high quality man to commit to you. If you have high standards but you are too cold, dismissive, and entitled with men, good men will stay away from you. What you need to do is to keep your high standards but also become more sweet, playful, and receptive. Again, a man needs to feel that he is capable, that he is welcomed, and that he can make you happier when he interacts with you. When you are too cold or dismissive, the message he gets is that he will never be good enough for you and that he has no chance with you. And a high quality man won't continue pursuing a woman he thinks that he has no chance with because that would be a waste of his time and energy. I get that you want to protect yourself. However, not showing the man the sweet, playful, and soft parts of yourself will make him walk away fast. Becoming more approachable and softer by smiling, having a sweeter tone, asking questions about him in a genuinely curious manner, appreciating the small things he does for you, and even telling him the things you like about him will make a man feel safe around you and become more interested in you. For a healthy masculine man to pursue and commit to a woman, there needs to be a balance between having high standards and being sweet and receptive to him. When a woman is too tough or too easy, no quality man will pursue or commit to her. And if you are ready to become his dream woman and find harmony within yourself first by activating and integrating both your light and dark feminine energies, my one to one coaching program, The Queen, is the perfect container for high achieving women who like fast results and are willing to put the work. You can find the link for it in the description box. And if you're not ready for that type of investment, get on my email list to be the first one to know when my dating course for women, Date as a Queen, will be launched. You can get on my email list by downloading the free 5 practices I made to help you create the life you desire. The package is called Magnetic Woman, and you can find the link in the description box. Thank you for your time and energy. And if you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. More goodies are coming. I hope to see you in my next episode. And until then, keep evolving, loving, and creating. Bye.